But talk about that experience, pulling up with the bus and getting into the locker room. And I would imagine most of you guys are pretty big Bruins fans. Maybe not right now because they're playing so horribly. But overall, that must have been pretty special.
When we pulled in, you just had to take everything in, like walking into the building and then going down into the locker rooms. You know, not a lot of people get to go down there, so that was pretty cool.
It's the type of team we are. There are no one or two superstars. It's 22 kids out there having the same belief, working hard, and they're just grinding it out.
When it doesn't matter, you know, what people are saying outside the locker room. All that matters is what you guys think inside that locker room. To see a lot of teams in recent years get on the TD Garden ice. But what was it like skating out there to do it yourself, to be on that spoked B, and then to see as much, you know, pretty much the entire town of Franklin sitting in the stands? What was that like?
Just, you feel all the energy from everyone in the stands. It's just hypes you up, and you just feel so much energy and motivation to go play the game. And then one of my teachers told me to just look up and look around when I got out on the ice, and I did that, and it's crazy looking around and actually playing on the Garden.
Jack, what was your guys' preparation like going into the game for St. Mary's? How different were they from some of the teams you faced in the Hawk, and how much kind of extra effort had to go into getting ready for that game? Obviously, you don't have a lot of time to get ready for it either.
Well, Coach, before almost all of our games, was telling us they're nothing special, they're a beatable team. So we really just wanted to play our game and kind of focus on what we were doing instead of changing our game too much to what they do, because we knew they were a beatable team. We just wanted to play, as Coach Bruce always says, play Franklin hockey, and we knew we'd come out on top. So it went well.
The context of this game, Franklin looking for their first in 33 years. So something's got to give. It's been a while.
Yeah, it certainly should be exciting. It will be Franklin defending to our right. The Panthers, their starting goaltender is Nick Jasinski, and Jasinski stands out tall, top of that crease, and he is a senior, goes against averages under 2.
When the first puck dropped, you kind of had to forget about that and worry about what Coach said was inside the glass, and just worry about playing your game.
Nice crowd. All day long we've had nice crowds, and that's great for the MIAA and their presentation of the finest schoolboy hockey that the state of Massachusetts presents here on Championship Sunday. Become quite a tradition here at the TD Garden throughout the years. Puck played up the boards, trying to scurry out, and losing the handle to was Panty, and then
in the last 6 years overall.
Puck played ahead down the right wing side. Marabito into the zone, dropped it off to Pedro. Pedro centers it. It's going to be skated away to the circle. And Franklin, the Panthers on the attack. Again, a good neutral ice play there. Bodied the puck away to Tyler Oakes and leaves the attack down the left wing. His shot. Oh, that went off of LaRosso, and it's back into the corner. And finally swept away up this beautiful building for some high school hockey. Off the face-off win. A big drive from the blue line. A steaming shot by McLaughlin. A nice blocker save. It's collected again by Brady McLaughlin. McLaughlin takes a big whack. Big hit along the wall by Miller. Leads to the breakdown ice. Didn't do much with it. St. Mary's trying to break it out. Broken up by Sean Hedvig. Hedvig will toss it in. And we're going to stop. It's going to be jousted down ice by Napolitano. And was thrown in. Franklin with a couple of quick shots. This one coming off the... Here's a sneak down the left wall. Breaking into the zone. Empty. And his shot is patted away. Puck back into the corner. Scored free to the near side here. Trying to work it up is got it up ahead, and here's a break. Bedford breaking in alone. Can he get to the puck? He does. To the forehand. Shot save made by LaRusso. Puck high up in the air. Another shot. And then deflection off the screen. Corsi gloved it down. On the doorstep was Kilrow. I don't know if he's going to get it or not. Franklin leads it.
What a surge by the Panthers. Up by us all. Started by Hedvig, of course.
1-0 you lead. Take another look at it on the big scoreboard above the Garden here. That was gloved on down by Corsi, thrown to the front of the net.
By the Panthers, and then to have the wherewithal to everyone follow the puck. Sometimes the breakaway will be just one and done. Not that opportunity for the Panthers. They get the first goal of this game.
Tried to slide on through, got double teamed and driven off his path. Big hit along the wall. And it leads to a shot on goal, but the save is made. So the physical play.
It was Assad's second goal of that game.
Face-off win, quick shot, save made on the doorstep. Corsi backhands it off. Corsi going after it again. Puck taken by Zampanti. Tried to stuff it in. He gets roughed up a little bit after the whistle by Leishar and company. And again, the goaltender, Brzezinski holding his big, breaking in all alone, forcing Russo to make a big save. Puck is wheeled around to the near side by McLaughlin. Puck played out to the left point, kept in. Leishar, shot, score. On the rebound, it's Blasey, making it 2-0 Franklin.
Don, not the prettiest goal, but right place, right time was Joe Blasey, right at the doorstep. You sit on the crease, good things are going to happen. He was able to screen LaRusso fairly well there. I don't think he even saw the puck go in. Reacted a little too late there, as you can see. So he saw the puck. Right place, right time for Blasey. That's his 8th goal of the season. Franklin, a team, they don't have any high scores. They have a lot of guys that are right around the 20-point mark.
On the right wing side to Pedro. Eric Pedro back to Marabito and a shot to a partial screen. Brzezinski got a beat here in the first period. It's resulted in 2 goals. Big wallop along the far wall, and Blasio. Foley dropped the pass. Quick shot, save made. Back after it after a long shift out there is Kyle Willette. Willette rounds the net to the left wing side. He'll give up the puck. He's a little tired there. Panthers could not convert that into a scoring chance. Instead of player Assad on the far side got banged up. Slow to rise.
That's going to do it for this first period of play. And what a first period it was. As Corsi came up with the first goal, and then Joey Blasey came up with another. And Franklin heads to the locker room up 2-0.
Side for St. Mary's is Andrew Russo, and they drop the puck. We're underway in period number 2. Puck between the blue line, St. Mary's with a feed off to the left wing side. Marabito, shot on, save made, and the rebound wrapped home by Eric Pedro. We were just talking about Jasinski handling rebounds. He misplayed that one, and St. Mary's makes it 2-1.
Pedro crashed the net, and then he crashed the end boards. What a grinding goal for Pedro. His 16th goal of the season. That moves him within 2 of the team lead. Dante Marabito and Connor Foley, of course, on top.
More comfortable between the pipes.
Excellent start to this period if you're St. Mary's. Even without that goal, 2 bursts up, opening rush for him.
A little bit of a mistake there by the goalkeeper. Right wing side again, they come with Marabito into the zone. Marabito swings a shot on goal, and Franklin back in the first. And they had back-to-back touches of the hockey puck. There's a backhand pass, and didn't connect with Roddy. Gets it right back. Plays it smartly back to the line. A shot in on goal. Again, Jasinski made the save on the side. Carried into the zone by Miller. Thrown towards net. Now it's carried across by Assad. Boy, players getting tumbled down all over. Left unattended down low with Miller. Had to spin to find the pass. Good pass into the high slot. Shot, score! That's McKay with a goal to give Franklin the lead back by 2 at 3-1.
That is an opportunistic goal for Franklin, really getting dominated through the first 3 minutes of this period. They give up the first 4 shots on goal. It's amazing what one shot can do to your confidence. McKay. That's all. The goal after, say it's a 2-0 game and then you give up the next goal and it's 2-1. The next goal becomes that much more important, whether it's going to become 3-1 or 2-2. Franklin seizing the momentum right back, pulling the carpet out.
Also, Kevin McKay scored his first high school goal tonight. As a freshman, it's a pretty nice time to score your first goal of the year. So.
The freshman lights the lamp. Got it back to the line and fanning on his shot with McLaughlin. And here's a break up ice. Trudging on through is Downey to the forehead. Oh, and he chipped it up over the crossbar. Left wing. Panty trying to dig on through. He does. Got hooked up with Tad. And in his attempt to knock it down lower, Dipsy Doodle by Kilrow trying to center it. It's going to be blocked and held on to by Murray's on the attack. Beto throws it in on goal. Save is made. Rebound. Turn. Puck behind the net. Willett. Double teamed on the forecheck. Puck stolen away. Thrown in front. Hit Willett. This is Downey. He's in. The shot. The save is made. And LaRouche is a sophomore, but certainly great skill. Face-off win by Marabito. The shot from the blue line. The save was made. Good low shot by McLaughlin. Again, it was a rebound. Now Marabito with a steal. Skies it over the net. It drops off the top of the net to the left of the goaltender. Kaczynski, he was not aware where that rebound was going. It was a lucky break there for Franklin. Now they regroup. Assad across. His shot. Stretching. Save by LaRusso. And he'll cover. That was a tester right along the ice. Hoping someone gets on the ice and dashes after that puck. And well, that's chopped by Foley as he went to the near post as that puck was sent along there by Zampanti. Now it's controlled in the corner. Franklin. Puck sent on down. LaRusso's going to come out. And a headlong dive by Hedvig. Hedvig has that knack to get ahead of the pack. He's done that a couple of times to the far side. Franklin, they're going to turn it over. Shot, save, made on the American attack from all different angles. It was Bono. Got it in front again. Oh, and I think Kaczynski just got a blocker on that on the point blank Franklin zone. From behind the net, Corsi. Corsi hurries the puck out of the zone to center. Long shot on. It was a delayed offside. And that's going to push at each other again as the puck out the center and dumped rudely as Hedvig.
And neither have the lack of penalties, and that's a good thing. There's been nothing egregious.
Stays with the puck and carries ahead. Assad across the line. And I tell you what, he got held up by Marabito. We've got a penalty upcoming. And it's going to go, interestingly enough, against Franklin. And Assad's going to go.
The shoulder of Zampanti, where Assad's stick got caught. It was number 12, Marabito. I would have let it.
And the Spartans with a chance on the power play to overcome a 2-goal deficit here. Here comes the announcement. Shot from the blue line. Save it, made. Rebound. Whacked that a couple of times. Kaczynski able to stop him. There's a shot from the point by McLaughlin. Another shot. And it sails just wide of the outreach glove. Another shot at the horn goes sailing wide. Good flurry. We got another.
I mean, I'm trying to just go back right now, Coach, and take a look at the last time Kaczynski gave up 2 goals, let alone the 3 they would need.
For St. Mary's. Marabito to take the face-off with Miller at the drop. Pedro tried to dash over that blue line, got turned back. A skate was coming out, was Oakes to block it away. St. Mary's trying to get it through. They do, and they score. They throw it in from the blue line, and they have made it a 1-goal game again. On the doorstep, Connor Foley.
Don, that's 2 goals for St. Mary's, 2 goals that have come in the opening minute of a period, this time on the power play. And once again, it's a 1-goal game. Now Franklin's really going to be tested. They got outplayed the majority of that second period. Not a good start in the third either. Granted, they're shorthanded.
Good shot from the blue line. It looked like Marabito let it go from there. And on the doorstep, look at that shovel on home by Connor Foley. St. Mary's scores 56 seconds in to make it 3-2. Here comes the announcement. I know that. Now they come right back when they try to stuff inside of the net. It's going to be covered by the goalkeeper. Kaczynski. Play gets rough. Off to his right. Goal scorer Foley being escorted out of the fray.
Good job by
Maneuver to the backhand side. Pocket pick by Miller. Jeremy Miller is bumped down. An elbowing call to McLaughlin upcoming. He got hit a little high. Yep. The official shows him the elbow. Into the sin bin goes Brady McLaughlin, giving Franklin their first power play opportunity.
Can't go after the head, Don. If that was to the shoulder, that would have been fine. To the head, that's
it over. Here comes a shorthanded bid. Puck thrown ahead, and it's backhanded just wide of the post by Foley as he took the feed from Michael Zampanti. Boy, tell you what, when you turn it over, the St. Mary's team can be very explosive. And penalty time down to 40 seconds, and we get a whistle and a face-off upcoming. Quite an opportunity just a moment ago on that shot by Foley, just missed the post, and now you got the hooking call upcoming.
Goal in the first minute. 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds.
So in the sin bin, number 26, Luke Downey, they score! Marabito to the front of the net as Franklin again had problems off that face-off. And there you go, an even strength goal to tie it up. Marabito's been pesky out front, just tipped it on home.
Unbelievable turn of events. 2 goals in the first 3:55.
What was key to once it got 3-3, what do you think was key to sort of keeping that way and making sure you got into overtime?
Well, Coach always tells us, like, the shift after the goal is the biggest shift of the game, so we knew right after they scored we had to get right back into it. So when the puck dropped at center ice, it was like it never happened. We just kept playing our game.
There's an overcome now, a 2-goal deficit, all due to a face-off win and a good low shot from the blue line by Pedro. 4-on-4 in front of the goaltenders. The power play is going to begin right now. Shot to the front. Instead of hooked along. Played it back to the line. That puck redirected and it bounced up high. The junior. Here's a break down the right wing. The shot is on by and the puck played but not out. Bono keeps it in. Bono gets it back to Rister. The save is made by Jasinski. Your side comes to the line. They never get it out. Shot shoveled towards net. Also the save on the backhander by Downey.
Signs of life from the Panthers.
Wide. Downey tried to take the route to the net. Then he's cross-checked down. Not a smart penalty going against St. Mary's here. And Brady McLaughlin to the sin bin. Franklin with a power play.
Gone. Signs of life from Franklin in the immediate seconds before that.
Here inside the garden. Puck back to the line. McKay. Shot on. Russo to save. On the road, he touches it back into the Panther zone. Panthers from right to left. 1:19 remaining. Down the wing comes Downey. Downey, centering pass, the shot, LaRusso, the save. He's hurt. He is down. And the whistle will blow. The net. Friday down the left wing. Friday, 8 seconds left. Holds, trying to center it. It's going to be knocked away. Good defensive play by Chafee. Puck kept into the corner, collected by Miller, and he'll hold on, and we're going to overtime.
Sounds about right. We were due for an OT game tonight.
Going into that first overtime, everyone knows that one mistake could, cost you the whole game. And to fight for that long, fight for the whole season to get to where we were, we just knew that we couldn't be the ones making that mistake.
He's off the coming center, Marabito and Miller. They meet acquaintances again. And they drop the puck and we're underway here in the overtime. St. Paul basically here in this overtime for St. Mary's with a strategy as they work into the numbers. Really powering towards goal. Look at that chance a moment ago on the doorstep. Just out of the reach of Pedro.
Looked like it might have hit the skate of Tyler Oakes. Disaster averted for the Panthers. Let's not forget they gave up a goal in the first minute.
Played off to the wing wall. Franklin is going offside. Big hit thrown by Galletti. Boy, you got to keep your head up.
Gotta love it. That is a big league hit by Galat. Leveling Zampanti, and a clean hit, most important. No head hunting. It's good, clean fun.
Near wall for Downey. Couldn't get it out. Shot, save, rebound. Goes off the side of the net. And by Michael Zampanti. He gave it away. Miller with a shot as he was tumbling down. Went off the side of the net. Oh, boy. Dangerous things happening there for St. Mary's. Blocked. Might have been blocked by his own guy. Might have gone off of Galletti. His shot. Puck free to the near side. Right in front of the sin bin. Big hit thrown there. Into the zone aside. Aside swings down low. Cut side of the net. Tried to stuff it there. Down by Marabito. Brings Pedro. Oh, nearly. He just couldn't handle a pass. 1 minute remaining. Shot for the goal.
He saved me with like a minute left in the first overtime. It was like a kick save and I was out of the net. So yeah, I got to give it all to them this game.
10 seconds remaining. A puck on the St. Mary's half of the ice surface. And they just want it out of that zone and they get it out. Now it's back in. Now it's control of the wall and time will expire. That was like forever, that last 10 seconds for St. Mary's trying to move it over that red line.
Legs, 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 coach. That's the number one thing to do. concern yourself with right now for both these teams, right? I mean, what are you doing in the locker room right now? It's all about hydration and getting the kids rest.
I've just never heard of an overtime period getting longer.
Marabito and Miller to take the face-off at the dotted center. Beautiful overhead cam look at it. And it's Chafee to control up the face-off. Here's a 2-on-1 breakdown low. Into the zone, the shot, and LaRusso the save, the rebound, left behind the net. Chafee from behind will wrap it to the far side. It's off the stick of his teammate. Chops it to Marabito. Marabito centers it in front, comes right back. Foley the backhander. Jasinski got it down the left wing, into the circle, shifting to the front of the net. Lost a handle to it. It was covered by Jasinski, and they get the whistle in a face-off, and some take exception to Connor Foley knocking it out of the glove of the goaltender.
Heard the whistle. Good call, I suppose.
Someone in this room is going to be a hero. Who wants to be that hero tonight?
Rambunctious play. Just trying to throw that puck around, looking for the fortuitous bounce here and there, Jake, and now you're starting to see some good passing again.
Long passing, too. They're working the vertical games.
Tyler Oakes breaks out the left side. Pass comes along to Sean Hedvig. Hedvig, and that's going to be dropped on. That chance to go. Post, it went in! It went in! Off the post and in!
Best birthday present you could ask for.
State title first, license next.
Yeah, permit tomorrow.
Jake Downey, take us through that last play in double overtime and kind of how that whole thing got set up.
Yeah, I was waiting at the red line, and Tyler Oakes actually gave me the pass back from my zone. I started skating up with it. I saw Luke coming down behind me. I just dropped it back, and he ripped it in, and it was all over.
I definitely think it's something we'll remember for the rest of our lives. Like the playoff run, those 18 days were really memorable, and we really bonded as a team during that, so I think it will be something that sticks with all of us.